Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna do this shadow reading, okay, for tonight, for the collective. So essentially what this is focusing on the inner work that's needing done, okay, on where, kind of bringing all that subconscious stuff to the surface, right, okay, moving through it. So, this is for the In the Shadow series that I created here on YouTube. So, let's just get into it. Please, Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective in regard to shadow work? Please, Holy Spirit, what message regarding shadow work is needing for the collective currently for their highest good? Please, Holy Spirit. Message regarding shadow work for the collective. Message regarding shadow work for the collective. Please, Holy Spirit. Alright, I'm hearing one more. Message is needing heard by the collective. Please, Holy Spirit, in regard to shadow work. Message is... Hello. Well, that was a whole lot. Okay. I'm going to put them back because it was too many. And I only take 2 at a time. There's one, okay. So dreams and cycles is on the bottom. Alright, what else here, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to shadow work? What messages you need to come through for the collective, please, Holy Spirit, in regard to shadow work? Shadow work, please, Holy Spirit. Alright, so sexuality wanted to come out as well here. And on the bottom is patience. Alright. So, okay, I'm getting a sense of longing here, is what I'm getting, a sense of longing between dreams and sexuality, okay? And you have numbers 3 and 4. So let's see what this other deck has to say, and then we'll get into some clarifying. But I'm definitely picking up on some sense of longing with this dreams and sexuality, and you also have 3 and number 4, so it's kind of like this progressive energy, I feel like. Impatience is on the bottom here, so could be that you're trying to be patient in a situation. It's like you're longing for something here, so let's see. Alright, I'm hearing one more. Alright, what else here, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to shadow work? Could be that you're needing to learn to have patience as well. Alright, let me try. Let's see. Focus here. Please, Holy Spirit, what message is needed to come through for the collective in regard to shadow work currently? What message regarding shadow work? Please, Holy Spirit, is the collective needing to hear right now? Okay, envious gluttony. I'm so sorry for my throat. Okay. Envious gluttony and naked before the stars. Okay, so I feel like naked before the stars is vulnerability. Envious gluttony. That's a strong energy here. Okay, let's see. What else here, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to shadow work? What else here, please, spirits? Okay. Hiding your true self. Number 9 and number 14, and then on the bottom is fragmentation. Okay. So with this gluttony, I feel like there's something like there's a sense of bitterness, I feel like, with this envious gluttony. Okay, I mean, envy's not really a good look for any of us. Let me see what the book says about envious gluttony, though, just because I'm curious to see something. Okay, so this is about, it's the stage of denial, okay? It's the waxing gibbous moon phase. Alright, this is about wanting to let go of all restraint, okay? Savoring the idea of letting go of all restraint. Alright, so it says, there is hunger sleeping just under the surface like an animal lurking. Yeah, and it says this card is not just dark, it is unpleasant, sickly, disgusting. Okay, the difference in the how we feel. Alright, they mess up on their writing in this book, but let me just try to get to the the main point here. Ugh. Okay, so it says, in that black landscape, there is a hole leading to an even greater darkness. And that greater darkness is what's calling. The urge is pressed down every time, treated like something that doesn't belong here. It's like rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. Okay, so, yeah, I was going to say, it's almost like you're not honoring yourself here, is what is the sense of what I'm picking up. Okay, and it does say in this other part here, it's about not wanting to recognize the depth of the envy and anger that you feel, okay? So, it's like neglecting, hiding your true self. So it's like neglecting this part of yourself where you hold this anger or something about some sort of situation or experiences that you've had, okay? And, there's a need to kind of bring that to the surface and face it and deal with it so that you can release it in order to move forward here, okay? In order to like lighten your load here, okay? And raise your vibration, okay? And it poses the question in the book, what if we bring light to the pitch dark well? So what if you bring light to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's about facing it, bringing it to the surface and dealing with it so that you can essentially transmute the dark energy that is this, okay? And so hiding your true self here, this is just like, I feel like this is relating to this energy here with this gluttony, okay? It's not wanting to deal with the anger or the sadness or something that you feel inside about whatever, you know, some situation or another. And so, but I feel like there's this longing here as well. So, how I'm taking that is like, you have a longing for something, and then it's like, but it's almost like you're being held back because you're not dealing with this here, is what I'm sort of sensing. Okay, so let's see. Let's clarify, please, Holy Spirit. Why is dreams here for the collective in regard to the shadow work message? Why is dreams here for the collective in regard to their shadow work message? Please, Holy Spirit, let's clarify dreams for the collective. Why is dreams here, please, Holy Spirit? Clarify dreams for the collective. Alright, I'm hearing one more. Why is dreams here for the collective in regard to shadow work? What about the dreams, please, Holy Spirit? What about dreams, the collective, in regard to shadow work? Clarify dreams, please, Holy Spirit. Alright, innocence. And on the bottom is politics. So there's like wearing a false mask here. Let's see, what else here, please, Holy Spirit, in regard to dreams for the collective? Clarify dreams for the collective in regard to shadow work. Clarify dreams, please, Holy Spirit. Clarify dreams for the collective in regard to shadow work. Oh, okay, hold on. Alright, so schizophrenia and innocence. That's really interesting. Really interesting combination. Okay, so I feel like there's some psychic energy going on, okay, with the streams and even the schizophrenia. I feel like this is kind of some psychic energy, okay? In this innocence, I feel like, again, this is kind of like putting yourself in this place, okay, of like, here's what I'm getting. It's like putting yourself in this place of peace so that you don't have to deal with this anger or this sadness that's underneath, okay? So, it's like you're not really focusing on what you should be focusing on type of thing. It's kind of like you're just putting yourself in this other place so you don't really have to deal with it, if that makes sense. Alright, so let's see, what's sexuality about? But I feel like there's a longing for something here, so let's see if this explains it. Clarify sexuality, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to shadow work. Please, Holy Spirit, why is sexuality here? Alright, so patience and courage. Okay. So you're needing to have patience and courage as well. I feel like to kind of deal with this stuff over here, so that maybe something will transform here as a result. Like you'll find that things start to transform once you address this energy over here, okay? It is requiring patience. We had that twice, okay? But I feel like there's definitely some sadness and some longing, some sense of longing, okay? Let's clarify, please, Holy Spirit. Why is envious gluttony here for the collective in regard to shadow work, please, Holy Spirit? What about this envious gluttony for the collective, please, Holy Spirit, in regard to shadow work? Alright, so participation. Yeah, see, I feel like they're wanting you to address this here, this sadness, this anger that you may have sitting underneath the surface that you're sort of like overlooking. I feel like you're on purpose neglecting to look at this sadness, this anger. Nothingness is on the bottom and the miser. Okay, yeah, see, I feel like you're just not wanting to deal. You're kind of blocking it out. Alright, you're protecting yourself here with the miser card energy. But in reality, it's not doing you any good. It's only keeping you down. One more for envious gluttony, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to shadow work. So there's still some sadness, maybe some anger, some bitterness that you're feeling, I feel like, okay? And you're needing to kind of still address that. Or to begin addressing it. Moment to moment here. Alright, so step by step, moment to moment, you know, kind of like, I feel like taking it easy on yourself, but still at the same time, like really addressing this. Look, guilt is on the bottom, and silence, and exhaustion. Okay, so you may have a sense of guilt here about something, or it may be, you know, when you're kind of like, you're not really speaking on it, you're not really trying to think about it. I feel like you're trying to, like I said, just kind of block it out, okay? But it's wearing you out here is what I'm picking up, okay? So there's something somebody's feeling guilty about, and there's a need to, you know, and it's causing you this sadness and this pain or this, you know, anger. I don't know. There's some sort, like maybe you're mad at yourself. Alright, what's hiding your true self here, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regards to shadow work? Okay, yeah, we are the world. Okay, so I feel like this is about you being connected, but being your true self, you know, in order to be connected here. Yeah, and the source is on the bottom. Okay, so again, speaking to your connection to the universe, to other people, I feel like, okay, that are in your circle. And, you know, this is being true to yourself here and connecting. Alright, what else here, please, Holy Spirit, for hiding your true self for the collective in regard to shadow work? Transformation. Alright, yeah, so I feel like this is what I'm hearing initially is like doing things differently, okay? So it's like you may kind of be in this mode, like where you really aren't dealing with people, you really aren't dealing with your emotions perhaps, okay? And so it's like you're kind of blocking all this stuff out, but I feel like you're needing to address it and deal with it and move through it, because I do feel like there's this longing here. It's just like you're afraid of it or something, because, you know, you're needing to have courage in order to deal with it. So, on the bottom is compromise and slowing down. Okay, so this could require you to be, like I said, working together with other people, connecting with other people or another person perhaps. So let me see here. One second. Alright, so I'm going to have some advice cards here. And I do have a deck that I don't typically use for this shadow work reading, but I'm going to go ahead and use it tonight because I feel drawn to doing so. But I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these first. Please, Holy Spirit, what advice do you have for the collective in regards to this message on shadow work? Additional advice, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to this message on shadow work. Alright, I'm hearing one more. Alright, what message do you have, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to this shadow work? Okay, throat chakra. So the frequency of the throat chakra is the blue flower of life. It supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. So this is number 5, throat chakra, okay? So, yeah, you may be needing to speak up about something here, okay? You could be needing to speak up about some anger or sadness, potentially, that you have been feeling, okay? Maybe you're longing, like there's this longing to connect with others, you know what I'm saying? But you're kind of like not doing it, is what I'm sensing. Okay, so self-expression, and on the bottom is 19, delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. Okay, so there's that connecting with other people, sort of like transforming this energy here of this sadness, this anger, this bitterness that I feel like is residing within you, bringing it to the surface and transmuting it into this happiness, okay? Happiness and gratitude. Alright. Synergy, number 41. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. There's that transformation. See what I'm saying? Something more fulfilling, something that's going to make you happier and bring you joy, okay? Definitely connecting here. Definitely connecting with others and embracing this sense of change for yourself here, okay? Finding the joy in things. You know, not doubting, not letting past things keep you in this, you know, energy of doubt and stuff like that, okay, is what I want to say. I don't know why. Alright, so number 9 is allowance. It's on the bottom. Allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. See, okay, that's connecting with the universe here, okay? That is, and I feel like also that's the other thing is like, it's being, you know, what was I just saying about like, you know, not letting like this doubt maybe due to past things, you know, stay in your present moment It's like that's blocking you, I feel like, okay? It's blocking you. So there's this need for allowance here. Being open. Let's get one more, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regards to this message on shadow work. Please, Holy Spirit, one more final message here. One more piece of advice. That was me. Advice, please, Holy Spirit. Okay. So fertility, number 27. Says the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Again, there's that transformation, right? Being open, releasing this anger, releasing this sadness and bitterness, transmuting it into something more positive. Okay, looking at the brighter side of things here, and you know, being open to things, so that your situation can transform your life and you yourself will transform. Okay, heart chakra is on the bottom. All right, so you may need to work on your heart space, and yeah, healing is behind that. Okay, so healing and heart chakra. Heart chakra is the green flower of life, and it supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and body. And healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay. So now I'm going to do this new deck that I don't typically use. I love this deck though. Had it for a while and it's like one of my favorites. So it's kind of sad that I don't use it much. Alright. Final advice here, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to this shadow work reading. Final advice here, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to this shadow work reading. One more, they said. What else here, please, Holy Spirit, for the collective in regard to this shadow work? There it is. All right, so you have I Am Presence, Cosmos, number 15, Celestite. I am going to read about it. All right. One second. So number 15. And number 15 says, you have attracted this high vibrational card into your awareness today as a reminder that your I Am Presence is calling for your attention. The I Am Presence is your higher self, the light of your soul, the all-loving, all-wise, and all-knowing aspect of the self that is available to you at all times. You are deeply connected to the love and wisdom of the universe, and this aspect of your soul is now awakening within you strongly. I Am Presence always whispers words of wisdom and guidance to assist you on life's journey. Have you been asking for guidance lately? Have you been feeling lost and lacking in inspiration? Are you disconnected and confused? Whatever you are currently experiencing, your higher self is here to guide the way. Understand that your prayers have been answered and you have entered into a time of awakening and deeper knowing, as your I Am Presence and higher self is here to remind you that you're never alone and you have everything you require to move through this time. Okay, it's time for you to trust and follow your wisdom as you embrace your mastery, knowing that you are an embodiment and expression of the God source at all times. You are encouraged to connect to and become more aware of this aspect within yourself. Take time for yourself, stop, connect, and listen to your soul as it has divine guidance for you. It would be highly beneficial to practice the art of meditation, as this assists with connecting to your I Am Presence at its deepest level. Alright, so essentially the meaning of this cosmos is the forever expanding universe, which is constantly birthing itself into form, the creator of all that exists, and an all-loving, all-wise, and all-knowing source of existence. Okay, so this contains the great mystery of life and death and everything in between. It is the force that allows our hearts to beat and makes the world go round, manifesting life as we know it. I keep coming back to this transformation, like birth and death, you know, like transforming, right? All right, and we are the world, right? So manifesting life as we know it. So humanity, let's see. When you connect to this higher power in prayer, ritual, and ceremony, powerful states of consciousness and ways of being can be experienced. Even astonishing miracle healing can take place. Humanity is deeply connected to this source, and we can call upon it at any time for guidance. We have the power of the universe within us and available to us at all times. Okay, so now it tells you how to do this. Is what you would do with the celestite crystal. It is a higher connection, all right, to you know, it's a connection to higher dimensions, okay, and it's a direct line to your angels, okay. So what you would do is, you know, when you like find a space to meditate, you know, a quiet space, play some, you know, meditation music, close your eyes, focus, you know, on your breath and relax, like whatever you do to kind of calm yourself and center yourself. And then call upon the cosmos or God source to oversee the journey. And then call upon your I am presence to come forth and share personal divine wisdom and allow the message to come with ease and grace. All right, so that's that. And truth and integrity was on the bottom, which is turquoise and summer, and then number 32. Let me just see. All right, so this is about the importance of truth and integrity in your life, okay? So this is about, you know, what's deep in your heart and finding your truth here and holding, you know, holding tightly onto that, you know, and expressing your truth from that, you know, that deep place there in your heart, okay? So I feel like this is releasing this bitterness and sadness and anger and transmuting it into something more beautiful for yourself, okay? So it says, when we don't follow our truth, it takes us out of our integrity, and life sure does throw experiences our way to get us back on track. All right, so yeah, I feel like you're kind of hiding your true self here. You're not really dealing with this stuff, but it's like you have this longing, right? So it's almost like, you know, but you're not dealing. So you're not really like getting what it is that you're wanting in life because you're not, you know, dealing with what needs dealing with. Okay, so and you're not being open here either. I don't feel like there's not a sense of openness. But you have to deal with these things and move through them, okay? And transmute that darkness into light so that you can freely move forward and be, you know, happier and more open to new things here, okay? All right, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I wish you much love, much luck, and I'll catch you later.